All right, Fox News alert now. You got violent protests raging in Minneapolis last night after police say an officer confused her taser for a gun, accidentally shooting and killing Daunte Wright. It looks like what the tape says, too. The mayor calling to fire the officer immediately and firing the city manager immediately himself, who reminded them of their commitment to due process. Listen.
All employees working for the city of Brooklyn Center are entitled to due process with respect to discipline. This employee will receive due process, and that's really all that I can say.
That's Curt Boganey, and he was fired for saying that. Here to react, Fox News contributor, civil rights attorney Leo Terrell. Leo, does this guy have a good case? Should he have been fired?
That was a profound encouragement moment, Brian, for the city manager. He was following the law. What you saw this mayor when he terminated the city manager, you saw vigilante justice, because I saw that mayor's press conference, and he was just feeding red meat to the crowd. And so what he did was absolutely wrong. It insults the rule of law. That city manager has a viable lawsuit simply for following the law.
Police chief is next. Police chief, because he came out and didn't want to get rid of the officer right away, and I guess they said that he used excessive force on Sunday. Well, I don't know how they know that. What's your thought about that if you're the police chief today?
Well, let me be very clear. See, those Democratic mayors, this is a Democratic town. This is where all the systemic discrimination is taking place. And these Democratic mayors are pretending like they're not in charge. So for this mayor to even contemplate firing the police chief, he didn't pull the trigger. He's following the law. But, Brian, it's red meat time. These mayors, who happen to be minorities, are trying to blame someone, and I think they should look in the mirror. They're in charge of the city, and if you're talking about police training, they have the opportunity and the control to run the city. But they're trying to blame somebody, and that somebody does not exist.
What is your thought about what happened where she seems to have reached for a gun instead of her taser? And I'm looking at pictures of both of them. They look dramatically different, but I'm not in a life and death situation with someone who's she's not in a life and death situation, but someone who's gonna drive away.
Well, let me explain something right now. I mean, there is no question about this police officer was a veteran police officer. And there's no question in my mind, however we wanted the facts to play out, this was an accidental discharge. You can listen to the audio, but the problem is it doesn't matter. Brian, every case is a George Floyd case. Every case is a Rodney King case. And that's how the left will spin this. You have to look at each case separately. This case has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with George Floyd. But if you listen to those politicians yesterday, every time they talked about the Daunte case, George Floyd was mentioned. People make money. There are profiteers out there who want to combine the George Floyd case with this case. And that's what creates the chaos and the rioting last night.
So what do you think about the jury that was probably watching all this?
Oh, I'll tell you right now, the judge made a big mistake. The judge should have sequestered that jury from the outset, Brian. Now, more than ever, that judge should sequester the jury. Why? Because you got the Al Sharpton, the Benjamin Crump, the Democratic leadership. Every time they mention this case, George Floyd. And those jurors are going to hear this, and those jurors are going to be under a tremendous amount of pressure because they saw what happened last night, the last 2 nights, and they're thinking, uh-oh, we are now obligated to do something. I think this was a tragedy. This is a mistake. That jury should be sequestered. Judge, if you're listening to me right now, sequester that jury right now.
Yeah, and they wanted the day off yesterday, but they said, no, you got to keep going. A lot of baseball teams, the Minnesota Timberwolves and Twins, did not play. Leo Terrell, thanks so much.